Hi food lovers. I'm enjoying a cup of coffee from my Hamilton Beach Brew Station Plus and reminiscing about a great trip we recently took to northern Italy, to the Alto Adige SudTirol region. There we met a fascinating young chef named Hannes Pignater, who's working at the Steinbok Inn in Villanders and doing some amazing things with the native Dolomite food. This episode is sponsored in part by Hamilton Beach, whose entire eclectic line of home kitchen appliances you can find at hamiltonbeach.com. Now come with me to northern Italy. I'm here with Chef Hannes Pignater. Hello.
Hello.
We're at the Steinbok Hotel and Restaurant here in Villanders, or Villandro, and we've got a beautiful location in which to work.
Yeah, it's beautiful to work here.
Yeah. So, Chef, you are, as obviously a very young chef, and we hear that you've won many competitions. Tell us a little bit about some of the competitions that brought you to where you are.
Yeah, I was at the World Skills in Sangal in Switzerland. I won the gold medal there. Then I was on the Olympic Games for chefs in Erfurt, Germany, on the World Cup in Luxembourg, and on the European Culinary Challenge in Basel, Switzerland.
Wow, okay, so there's quite a bit of competition under your belt already. Tell us, like for example, the Olympiad. What are sort of some of the events that they test you in?
Yeah, this was a cold show competition. So it's we made some plates only for the show, not for tasting, and it's a kind of food styling event.
So is it done similar to the Bocuse d'Or, this kind of event?
No, it's only a show.
I
So
see.
the World Skills was the World Championship for junior chefs. This was similar of the Bocuse d'Or.
Okay, great. So we're here at the restaurant at the Steinbok, and we just had a lunch, which was a special menu that you prepared for us to pair with the local wines. I want to talk about the first course especially. We had 3 different kinds of speck,
Yes.
and you prepared them in different ways. The first one, we had a thing called a gray cheese,
Yes.
and I'm very fascinated by this local specialty. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, this is a special local cheese. It's kind of ricotta, but it's old ricotta, you know.
Okay.
You
So it's been
take-
aged.
Yeah, it's aged, and the name is grey cheese because it's grey. So if it's fresh, it's white, and then it goes great.
Okay. When we were tasting it, we thought it was very fascinating because it had the taste that you would smell in a farm or in a barn, and it was very evocative of a farmhouse kind of a feeling to me.
Yeah, it's special.
Yeah. Okay. You served this, of course, with some onions, which
Yeah.
was a nice balance. The sweetness of the onions balanced and cut the strength of the cheese.
Yeah, it's a boiled onion with a little bit of honey, and it's a good combination with the cheese and also with the smoked speck.
Okay, wonderful. And then our main course, we moved on to braised cheeks of veal with Savoy cabbage, mushrooms, and potatoes in a red wine sauce. And it was so tender, very succulent and tender. How long did you braise the veal?
3 hours
Okay.
with 90 grad, you know. It's not boiled, but only.
Okay, so simmering.
You have Fahrenheit, no?
Yes.
And we have grad.
Yeah.
no?
Oh, it's centigrade. Okay, so
Okay.
90 degrees
Okay,
centigrade.
centigrade.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
So and under the screen now you will see the calculation of the Fahrenheit degrees. But it's simmered for 3 hours so that
Yes.
it becomes very, very tender.
Yeah.
And it breaks down the flesh to make it very soft.
Yeah, they must boil 3 hours, because if you make this only for 1 hour, they are very hard.
Yeah.
So with the time, they go tender.
Yeah. This is our general rule with veal. You either cook it for 1 minute or you cook it for many hours. Right. Anywhere in between, it's not so great.
Yeah, it's different. Some meat you can make on the grill for 1 minute and it's good, and other meat you have to boil it for 3, 4, 5 hours, and then it's good. So it's different what kind of meal you take.
Okay. And then you finished the dish with a red wine sauce.
Yes.
And but it had this very like a Juliet kind of consistency.
Yeah, it's the basic sauce. It's veal sauce, And then I have a reduction of red wine. What I take from 20 liters of wine, I take 3 or 4 liters. So it's very strong.
reduced. Yeah.
And then you have to take only a little bit, and taste it's very strong.
Okay, great. So Chef Pignater, thank you so much for this wonderful meal. It was a wonderful lunch with a gorgeous setting behind us, and we thank you.
Thank you.
Introducing the Hamilton Beach Eclectric Stand Mixer. With its professional two-way rotating mixing action, it can easily make enough dough for up to 4 bread loaves or 9 dozen cookies. Get high performance at a great value. Go to hamiltonbeach.com.
Hey, this is Jennifer
And Chef Mark.
from the Culinary Media Network.
We've been on quite an adventure learning about tequila with our friends from Partida Tequila, and now we're sharing it with you in our special video series, On the Tequila Trail.
Join us everywhere from the agave fields of Amatitan, Mexico to cocktail sessions in San Francisco and Las Vegas.
We learn how to sip, mix, and savor with the experts.
So join us for a sip at onthetequilatrail.podshow.com.